Hello and welcome. My name is Jillian Lawrence and I am a holistic marketing coach based on the West Coast of Canada. I am honored to be here with you today to share mindful marketing with you. So today we will be looking at niching your business and building your brand. So this will happen online and offline, and we'll be looking at holistic and mindful marketing approaches for getting your business out there and getting new clients. Now, one thing to note here is that when you're building your business online or building your business in general, people tend to think that Instagram and Facebook are the only places that you need to be to get new clients. And when you're looking to scale your business, those two places are amazing. But when you're just first starting out, it can be really difficult to get new clients building trust online. So I'm going to also cover with you how to get clients offline, which can actually be a faster way for you to grow your business. So in this session today, what we're going to look at is traditional sales versus modern marketing. We're also going to look at how to niche your business based on your purpose. We're going to look at creating a clear and concise message so that when you're talking about your business, you come across confidently and you're memorable. We're also going to look at building your authority out there so that when you're speaking about your business, people trust you as the go-to expert. And then lastly, we'll look at how to easily market with your natural strengths. As I just said, so many entrepreneurs believe that Facebook, Instagram, maybe a website are the only places that you need to market your business. But a lot of people feel really uncomfortable being online regularly. They're not sure what to talk about. Maybe they don't have time to be online as much as you need to be to grow your business there. But there's so many different ways that you can market your business and so many different places that you can market your business, that social media is just one of them. So as a holistic marketing coach, what I do is I pull my clients way out from that ant's eye view to the bird's eye view of marketing. And when we do that, we see that social media is actually only a small piece of the marketing pie. There are many different ways that you can market your business. So I tend to speak fast. I have a lot that I want to cover with you today. So I'll type up when there's times that I want you to take a screenshot. So there'll be some journaling prompts that will help you down the road, and you'll be able to take a screenshot so you can work with those later if you want to. So I want to make sure that you get the most out of this session. My intention today is to inspire you to get your message out there, to know that your way of being is worth sharing and that you are here to inspire other people with your coaching practice. So let's dive right in. Sales versus marketing. So sales is the traditional way at looking at generating new business. Generally, sales is done by using the logical mind to figure out how to get new clients. What can I do to get more sales? Basically, what actions can I take? And we sit there and we think of all the different ways that we know how to get new clients. Sales involves convincing people to work with you. And it has a reputation of being pushy and not inclusive. If you've ever watched any sort of like Wall Street or sales movie from the 80s or 90s, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It tends to be a lot more masculine in its approach of that, what can I do to get more sales? Marketing is the modern way of looking at generating new business. Generally, it's done by using the intuitive mind for guidance. So it comes from a place of how is my way of being supporting me to attract new clients? Marketing involves offering a solution to a problem, and it is inclusive and mutually beneficial. So what I mean by that is it's a give and take relationship. So if you can imagine like a plug into a light switch, there's two prongs on it. One, there is energy coming in, and one, there is energy going out. And that fluid motion of energy, of give and take, is what makes the light work. So when you think about your marketing, you are giving something and receiving something. So you're not just asking for a sale and wanting to work with absolutely anybody so you can get the sale. You're really wanting to have that beautiful give and take relationship of I have something to offer you. And in return, not only is it fulfilling for me, but it also provides me with income and allows my business to grow. So it's a lot more, not necessarily the softer approach, but it's a beautiful balance of feminine and masculine energy. So you understand that yes, you're receiving something, but you are of so much value yourself that you're also providing something to enhance other people's lives. Especially as a coach, I believe that coaches are leading the change in the world. There are so many people right now that are living in fear. And as a coach, you get the opportunity to show them possibility, to show them a different way of being, a different way of thinking. And by you thinking, how is my way of being supporting me to attract new clients? You recognize that just by being you and showing up as you, you're holding the space to teach other people to be in their own way of being. So it's a completely different approach from the traditional way of sales. So let's look at niching based on your purpose. I have it that many coaches get into coaching because it is part of their purpose. It's part of their higher calling to contribute to the world, to contribute to society, to our culture. So modern marketing is mindful. It's more of a holistic approach, looking at the whole picture of your business instead of just getting more sales. So Seth Godin is this international amazing marketer who thinks a lot like I do. Maybe I think a lot like he does. And he said, you get to choose the tribe you will lead. So what he means by this is you actually get to choose your niche. So you can choose with your logical mind, which often comes with demographics. So a lot of people will choose based on demographics of their audience. People choose things like profession, like maybe I would niche specifically in coaches. So I'm niching into a profession. Maybe you as a coach want to niche specifically into chiropractors. But you know what? You can actually niche based on people's emotional needs. So niching I like to bring people right outside of the traditional way of looking at niching and drop into your heart. So you're actually deciding from your heart and your intuition who you are meant to guide and lead versus thinking of it from your logical mind and choosing based off of the traditional ways of niching. So at this point, I would love to take you through a short visualization exercise. And what this visualization is meant to do is to help you drop into your heart space. So as I guide you through the next questions, you're in your heart space. So you're coming more from that intuitive space instead of from your logical mind. So your logical mind tends to be something that will really come from your five senses. So things that you have experienced in your own life through, hearing them or seeing them, things that you have experienced or been witness to in your own life. Whereas when you drop into your heart and you come from your intuition, it opens you up to universal capabilities. So I would love right now if you could close your eyes. If you feel comfortable, you can turn off your screen if that feels more comfortable to you. But basically, you want to get into a space where you just feel at ease. So close your eyes and just take a few really beautiful, deep breaths in and out. And as you breathe in, imagine that you are breathing in new energy that is full of life and filling your body with possibility. And as you breathe out, you're breathing out gratitude. Gratitude for this space together. Gratitude for new possibility. And when you breathe in and out, I want you to imagine that they're not two separate breaths, but they're one beautiful long breath. There's no definitive end to the breath in or beginning to the breath out. It's just a gentle in and out. And the purpose of this breathing and meditation or visualization is not to calm your mind so much that you think of nothing, but the purpose of what we're doing here now together is to calm your nervous system, to connect to your heart. If it's helpful for you, you can imagine a white marble that's in your head. And in your head, this white marble is in your logical mind. And you want to take that marble and watch it travel down behind your nose, behind your mouth, down your throat, and into your heart space. And once it's in your heart, you can place your hands there if it feels right for you. And just imagine your heart opening up to the world, opening up to the universe. When your heart is open, you can receive messages. You're in possibility. And now imagine that you're in a space in nature, whether it's a forest or on the beach. Maybe it's in your own backyard. Maybe you're camping. But when you're in nature and you've calmed your nervous system, your breath is flowing in and out, you can connect to the vibration of nature. So as you breathe in, imagine that you're breathing in that air from nature. You're breathing in that calm possibility. And you're breathing out your gratitude. Breathing in the calm vibration of nature. And when you breathe out, you're breathing out your own calm vibration. You're putting your body into the place of possibility. And from here, keeping your eyes closed, I'm going to ask you a few questions. What change do I want to create? And just allow ideas to flow in through your mind, through your heart. What is the change that you want to create? Is it in your community? Is it in your country? Is it in the world? What change have you come here to create? Why did you become a coach in the first place? What was it that called you to coaching? What brought you here? How do you want to feel when you're working with your clients? Now, this is a big one. Notice the feeling. Imagine that you're sitting with a client in front of you. How do you want to feel when you're working with your clients? Are you inspiring them? Are you connecting them to their truest self? Who am I passionate about serving? Often I find when I work with coaches, they already come knowing who it is that they want to serve, but they're unsure how to reach those people, how to connect with them. I've worked with a coach who calls herself an integration coach. She works with people who are in their awakening journey. They're not quite who they used to be, but they're not quite who they want to be. So she helps with integration practices. I've worked with a coach who works in the corporate world, who works with corporate executives to help lead businesses into a modern culture. I worked with a coach who works with managers and executives who want out of the corporate world. And often the niche or the people that you are passionate about serving, is because you yourself have gone through something that you can help them with, that you have a gift to help them with. So take a moment here to just allow the thoughts that are coming, knowing that we have a time limit today, but you can take these journaling prompts and you can do whatever you want with them outside of our time limit. So just gently wiggle your fingers and toes, move your body around, bring yourself back into this moment that we have together. And this would be a great time to take a screenshot if you are wanting to keep these journaling prompts to further journal outside of our time together today. So let's go a little bit deeper into niching based on your purpose. So if you are feeling unclear about who you want to work with, or if you're super clear on who you want to work with, then we can look at going a little bit deeper to find the solutions to the problems that you're seeking. So the first thing that you can do is look at what is the overarching problem that you solve for your clients. So in this example, the overarching problem that this coach solves is that their clients are feeling stuck or unfulfilled in life. So it could be they're feeling stuck in their job, they're feeling stuck at home, they're just feeling all around like they don't have a purpose or they're unfulfilled. So do the clients that you currently have, or the desired clients, the dream clients that you're looking for, have an overarching problem that you solve for them. Now, I know in the coaching world, problems don't exist, but what you need to understand as a coach is that most people in the world do believe that they have lots of problems. So then you can look at what are 3 to 4 symptoms of that problem. So maybe someone knows that they're feeling stuck and unfulfilled. They're spinning in circles. They don't know what they're going to do next. But what they don't realize is they actually have 3 to 4 symptoms that are keeping them in their survival mechanism or in this cycle of their overarching problem. So for example, 3 to 4 symptoms could be someone has no boundaries, which could lead to their low self-worth, or their low self-worth could lead to them having no boundaries. Perfectionism can absolutely lead to procrastination. So you can look at this overarching problem, what the 3 to 4 symptoms are to that problem, and these 3 to 4 symptoms can then become the content that you talk about in your marketing. So we're not going to talk about no boundaries and low self-worth, perfectionism, and procrastination always as a negative thing, but you can show your ideal clients how having no boundaries can impact their daily life, what it looks like to have boundaries. When you have boundaries, what kind of possibilities are there for you? So this can be a way for you to easily come up with content to talk about on social media, to talk about at networking groups, and just in general conversations about your business. So this is a starting off place. It's basically like your marketing 1.0, and it will evolve over time as you discover more about your niche. My niche has changed so many times. My messaging shifts, and the 3 to 4 symptoms shift as I learn more about my ideal client. So let's move on to creating a clear and concise message, learning how to talk about your offer. I have worked with hundreds of entrepreneurs, and most of them have no idea how to talk about their business in a confident way. So when they're out in their daily lives, or at somewhere like a networking group, or even at a conference like Converge 21, when you have the opportunity to network with other coaches, what a lot of people see is, oh my goodness, I'm in a room full of competitors, of people who do exactly what I do. But the thing is that when you niche your business, and when you learn how to talk about your offer, you realize that you actually have a whole load of business partners in the room with you. That when everybody offers something slightly different, you complement each other's businesses. So let's learn how to talk about your offer in a clear and concise way. Zig Ziglar says, stop selling and start helping. So when you look at your marketing as something as helping people better their lives, helping people get unstuck, helping people see possibility, and ultimately helping people speak their truth. You are helping them. Start helping and stop selling. So you see it as something that you're not just asking, I need a new client, but you're saying, I have something to better your life. So when you're creating a clear and concise message, you want to look at 3 different areas. So one is who you are. What is your title? What do you call yourself? What you do, the transformation you provide, and who you do it for, your niche. So that when you're speaking, again, it's confidence, coming across as confidence because you are not stumbling over your words. You're very clear about what you do. And you set that authority so that people trust you. You come across as the industry expert. You're memorable because you're clear and concise. So creating a clear and concise message involves those 3 steps. So I'm just actually going to pop back one and encourage you to take a screenshot here so you can remember who you are, what you do, and who you do it for. So a clear and concise message is not, I'm a life coach. I help people live their best life. Often as coaches graduate from their coaching program, I hear a lot of people say something along the lines of, I'm a life coach. I help people discover their purpose, live their best life, get unstuck, those types of things. And although those are amazing and can mean something to some people, they're also very subjective. So that means it means something different to almost everybody. And if I am, say, a referral partner for you and you say, I'm a life coach, I help people live their best life, it's very difficult for me to then think of people who are looking to live their best life that I can refer to you. So a clear and concise way of speaking your message could be, I'm a corporate leadership coach, helping executives discover new ways to lead their team and balance their own well-being, ultimately shifting the company culture. So in your mind, you can have an elevator pitch that is a couple of sentences long like this one, but when you're in a conversation, like say you just run into somebody in the grocery store, it is a lot more casual. So at a networking group, perhaps you could say your elevator pitch exactly as it is here, but in a conversation with someone, when it comes up like, so what are you up to? Or what do you do? Then you can make it a more casual thing. Oh, I'm a corporate leadership coach. And the person that you're in the conversation would be something like, oh, cool, what's that? Well, I help executives discover new ways to lead their team. I found a lot of executives are, under maybe traditional leadership styles, and I'm helping executives to balance their well-being. And what that does is really shift the company culture. I love what I get to do. I get paid to be me. So it just comes across as more of like a conversation that you're having. So again, this is a place to start. Who you are, what you do, who you do it for in a complete sentence. And then you look at how you can have a conversation with this. So maybe you'll use different words depending on who you're talking to, but it is very clear who you are. I'm a corporate leadership coach. What you do, I help people discover new ways to lead their team. Who you do it for, executives. So again, you can take a screenshot here. If you know already who you do this for or what you call yourself, feel free to share it in the chat. Because what I believe is that when we share our way of being, we teach other people or show other people new possibilities. So you may have discovered what to call yourself, whereas someone else has no idea. And if you're willing to share that, then it can help inspire other people. So now let's look at building your authority. And this is actually creating your own methodology. So when you have your own methodology, you're showing your clients that you're the leader, you know the way. So when you can talk about, this is how I do what I do, then it shows that you have a roadmap. You are the leader. So someone can say, oh my goodness, that is what I need. That guy knows exactly what I am looking for, and he knows the way. And it kind of makes it a no-brainer for you to be somebody that people want to work with. So Jonathan Lister is one of the high up fellows at LinkedIn. And he says, as marketers, we should be changing the mantra from always be closing to always be helping. So you may have heard, again, from classic in movies from the 80s and 90s that are all about sales, the ABCs of sales is always be closing. And that again falls under that more aggressive traditional way of sales. So looking at marketing is always be helping. How can you help people see possibility, see potential in their life? And that is what modern marketing is. That is being mindful in the whole approach to your marketing process. So building your authority is your own methodology. So your methodology is your own unique process that takes your clients from A to B. Your methodology is how you help them. It's your roadmap. It's the next step of the conversation after your clear and concise message. So again, let's pretend that you are at a networking group. You are just talking to people at Converge 21 in between sessions. So the next step of the conversation, you start off with I'm a leadership coach. This is who I coach. This is what I do. And then inevitably, as the conversation continues, this is how I do it. So it's the next step to continue on that conversation of what you do and the transformation that you provide. So I just made this up to give you an example. And again, you can take a screenshot if you are interested in exploring this further. So for that corporate leadership coach, they could have the corporate leadership method. So step one, so let's say you're in that conversation. This is the coaching that I do. I love working with corporate executives. Well, this is how I do it. First, we look at the areas of your life and work that you seek more enjoyment. And then we explore the beliefs and ways of being that are keeping you stuck. After that, we create new practices to support your vision. And then once we have that in place, we look at developing measures to track your results. We actually want to make sure that you're moving ahead. And then we look at learning how to celebrate successes and maintain balanced well-being so that this supports your new way of being. So again, it's that roadmap. It's that how do you help your clients? They want to know that you know where you're meeting them. So you can say, I'm a life coach. I help people live their best life. Well, how do you do that? What does that look like? So this again is the next step of that conversation. This is how you carry out conversations that help to set your authority. And these can also turn into content that you can have when you're posting on social media. So you can show people how to look at areas of their life and work that they seek more enjoyment. Or you can show them what it looks like when you have more enjoyment in your life and work. You can teach people a new way of being that it's safe to actually enjoy your life and work. So I want to share with you what my mindful marketing method is. So I have a 5-step method that I take my one-to-one clients on. So what this looks like is first we start with why, and the why acts as your North Star. So why do you do what you do? What is your purpose? Kind of like why did you get into coaching in the first place? Why do you do what you do? So that when you feel like lost and confused, or what am I even doing this for? I have nothing to post. What is happening? You can come back to your why. Oh yeah, I'm doing this because I want to lead other people. I'm doing this because I believe that more people need the opportunity to speak their truth. I'm doing this because I felt really stuck and I hated it. And now that I'm unstuck, I want to help other people get unstuck. So again, it acts as your North Star. And as a side note, core values can act as your compass so that if you feel lost and confused, you can go back to your why, back to your core values, and get back on track. So then we look at your what. What are you selling? How do you package and position your offer? How do you talk about your pricing? Do you offer group coaching, one-to-one? Do you offer corporate coaching, individual coaching? So how do you position that? And how do you talk about your offer? And then we look at who. So who are you meant to serve? Who is your niche? And we do a deep dive into who you are meant to serve and how you can get in front of them. So then we look at where you find that niche. Where are the best places for you to market? And yes, it often involves social media, but not always in the way that you think it will. And after that, we look at when. So one of the most important pieces of my process is mindful marketing. And holistically, we look at your entire life. For some of you, you have a family that you're balancing with your business. For some of you, you actually have a job that you're balancing while you grow your coaching practice. All of us have commitments outside of our business. All of us have well-being that needs attention and balance so that we can stay in touch with our intuition and have our mental and physical health in balance. So that is the most important piece to me in my entire marketing method, is that when you can implement your strategy for what is reasonable to keep your well-being balanced. So for many people who want to scale their business, the strategy is actually quite robust, keeping in mind that there's online digital marketing and sales funnels, and there's also offline marketing like magazine features, podcast interviews, networking groups, things like that. And in our culture of we want everything right now, it's really common to see people who really want to have the whole strategy in place and have all the clients and all the success right now. But more importantly is keeping your well-being balanced. So that's why we look at when. When can we implement this strategy? What can be done right now? What can be done in the future? So as you create your own marketing strategy, please keep that in mind, that when you are so busy and overwhelmed, you pull yourself out of balanced well-being, you actually pull yourself out of a heart-centered approach. You end up coming more from your logical mind and less from your intuitive heart. So now let's look at marketing easily with your natural strengths. What is your marketing personality? We all have different strengths. We all have different abilities. Some of us absolutely adore being on social media. Some of us don't. Some of us love writing. Some of us don't. So what is your natural strength? How can you use that to easily market your business? I believe marketing is supposed to be fun. You got into coaching to be a coach. You did not get into coaching to be a marketer. But as an entrepreneur, marketing is automatically something that is a part of your business. So it's important for you to have an understanding of how to market your business in a way that's in alignment for you so that you can actually enjoy the process of getting new clients. Walt Disney. I have a couple of favorite quotes from Walt Disney. I love this one. People will spend money when and where they feel good, which means it's your job to help people feel good, to have an emotional connection with them so that they feel good in purchasing from you. And feel good doesn't always necessarily mean super joyful and happy. It can mean that you have a deep connection with them. It can mean that your message has landed and resonated with them in a way that they think, oh man, this person gets me. I love this person. I want them to be the person that leads me to the next stage of my life. Social media is not your only option. I cannot say that enough. So many entrepreneurs, as I said before, believe that marketing on social media is the only way or the best way to get clients. But if it doesn't fit for your personality, then it may not be working for you. Also, there are multiple ways to use social media. It's common belief that a bigger following is better, which is absolutely not true. It completely depends on your marketing strategy. It depends on your personality and how you use social media. The way you feel about your marketing impacts who you attract. If you dread it, if you hate it, if you think it's just the worst thing in the world, then it will be so much harder for you to market your business. And that's why it's important for you to find ways that feel really good to you. I would love to open your eyes to multiple different ways that you can market your business so that you can choose a way that feels in alignment for you. You are responsible for being you. By naturally showing up as yourself, you will automatically attract those who you are meant to serve. So when you feel good about what you're doing, you show up as yourself, you emit a vibration that attracts the people who you are meant to serve. So I have developed marketing personalities because I've worked with so many different entrepreneurs. I've been in the marketing world for 15 years. I have seen tons and tons and tons of those types of different marketing and different personalities. So I'm going to go through each one of these and see which one resonates the most with you. So you can actually put in the chat if you feel like it, which one you feel resonates with you. But these are the 4 marketing personalities that I have narrowed down almost every single entrepreneur fits into. So the first one is called the connector. You prefer one-to-one interaction and see conversations as seeds planted for possible future clients and or referrals. You prefer conversations to happen organically in your daily life, and you have a natural ability to attract people who feel a connection with you. You love talking with people and sharing about what you do. Then there's the performer. You love being the center of attention and expressing your creativity through entertaining others. You are a visionary and love putting yourself out there to share your story and vision. You attract people who can relate to the hidden depth in your playful message. Then there's the socializer. You prefer talking in groups, sharing and socializing with many people at once. You are a natural leader. You love opportunities to meet new people and make new connections, and you aren't afraid to walk into a room where you know no one. People are attracted to your natural confidence. And then lastly, there's the introvert. You love spending time on your own and mindfully choose the company you keep. You prefer to have a handful of people you trust and keep in regular contact with. You naturally attract people who want to learn how to speak their truth to find inner peace. So if one of these resonates with you, throw it in the chat. Let us know, which one do you feel is most you? Now, the cool thing about this is I actually have developed a quiz that has 7 questions that will help you actually discover which one is most like you. So you can take the free quiz on my website. What is your marketing personality? My website is jillianlawrence.com, and you can take the quiz at jillianlawrence.com/quiz. In the quiz, you will get your personalized results. So you're going to learn which one exactly is your specific marketing personality, where you can market easily with your natural strengths for your specific personality. And you'll also learn how to leverage social media depending on your personality. So as I said before, there's different ways that you can use social media depending on your personality. And it is not the bigger the following, the better. So I hope that you have found so much value in this today. Again, this is just a jumping off point. This is a place for you to dip your toes into marketing, see who you are meant to serve, how you can fulfill your purpose through marketing your business, and understand that a huge piece of growing your business is speaking confidently, speaking your truth. And just by being you and speaking your truth, you will have more opportunities come your way than you will even know what to do with. So thank you for this opportunity to be together today. And I do hope we meet again in the future.